Hey everybody, Pastor Russ here. I just want to welcome you to day number 30. Day number 30. Oh my gosh, I just reverted back 5 weeks. Day number 30 of the great COVID lockdown. I hope you guys are all having a great time. And I want to try to get through this one quickly because this has been one of the harder points to bring up. But this week I've been bringing 5 very important messages, 5 very important things that I believe the lost and missing generation needs to hear. Now, what's the lost and missing generation? The lost and missing generation is a generation of folks that transcends generations that are missing from church, that are missing from the faith. Could be your kids, could be your grandkids, could be the parents of the kids or grandkids, okay? It could be anybody. It's aunts and uncles, it's people that used to come to church, people that used to be part of the community who are just not here anymore, just gone, okay? I came up with 5 things that I want that generation to hear. The first one is that Jesus is all you need, period. Okay? You don't need anything else. You don't need that new Porsche. You don't need that new iPhone 10 because I got to tell you something, God isn't impressed with the new iPhone. And guess what? To get into heaven, there's not an app for that. So God doesn't give a rip about anything but you, and Jesus is all you need. Good? Great. Number 2, you are chosen. He chose you before the beginning of time. He chose you to be in His family. Number 3, your life journey does matter. Listen, I don't care what you've done. I don't care where you've been. I don't care who you messed over. I don't care. Your life matters. Your life journey matters. You know, the first 21 years of my life, I lived for myself. And the last 29 years of my life, I lived for God. He used that first 21 years to make me a great servant the first 2 years that I was a believer. You know what I did the first 2 years as a believer in ministry? You know what I did? I worked in youth. Oh, with teenagers. Oh, see the gray hair? That's from the teenagers. Not those teenagers. Other teenagers. I love my teenagers. But here's the thing. God used that 2 years to prepare me for a 10-year journey in the next church I was in. And He used that 10 years for a 5-year journey in another church I was in. And then He's used that 5 years and that 10 years and that 2 years for the last 12 years that I've been your pastor at Sanctuary Church. And this 12 years has prepared me for the next number of months while we are sequestered and locked down. Because I don't know how to be a pastor this way. This is weird. But I love you guys, and I hope this is working right now. But here's the thing. God absolutely loves the journey. Doesn't love. He absolutely uses the journey of life that you are on. He thinks that your life journey matters, and He wants to use it to bring people to know Him. The 4th thing is to understand what faith is early. The only way that I can explain that is I just wish that when I was a couple years in and things were happening in my life that I just understood Jesus better. Now that I've been with Jesus 29 years, I really do. I really understand what faith is. It makes all this that's happening in our lives feel like it's going like this, because during this time you're doing this and God's got you. Okay? Does that make sense? He's holding you steady. And here's the 5th one. The 5th one, number 5. Learn to have a giving heart and to serve others. Here's the thing. Don't be self-focused and don't be self-serving. It's that simple. 1 Samuel 12, verse 24 says, "But be sure to fear the Lord and to serve Him faithfully with all your heart. Consider what great things He has done." I just want to say a couple things about that, and then we're going to close, okay? Here's the thing. You can be part of this camp or that camp. This camp over here, hello. This camp over here, they fear the Lord. They serve Him faithfully. They consider the great things that He has done for them. This camp over here, hi. This camp over here, notice it's just one. They don't fear the Lord. They don't serve Him faithfully, and they don't consider the great things that He has done for them. Because this camp over here is an individual, all right, This camp over here, they don't fear the Lord. They thumb their nose at God, right? They shake their fist at God. They don't serve Him faithfully. They serve themselves. And they don't consider the great things God has done for them, because God won't really do great things for them because they're here, not here. Does that make sense? I need everybody to understand this, that if you've walked away from the church, if you've walked away from God, if you are part of that missing generation, God loves you. He wants you to come back. He wants you to be part of the family. He doesn't want you to get to the end of your life, and as you've turned your back on Him, He doesn't want you to get to the end of His life, and as you take your last breath, go and open your eyes and you're not with Him. He wants you to be part of His family now, to serve others and to bring more people into the family. He doesn't want you to take your last breath and open your eyes and not be in His presence. Does that make sense? See, this lost and missing generation, it breaks my heart, because I know that, I have conversations with people in our church and outside of our church who are so worried about their family members that don't know Jesus. And that's all Jesus wants you to know, is that He's enough. That He's enough, that He's chosen you to be part of His family, that everything you've done in your life, no matter how bad it is or even how good it is, that it matters. It matters because He can use it to lead more people to Jesus. He wants you to understand that faith, having faith in Him, especially early in your relationship, and if you're 75 and you're just coming to faith, it's okay. Because that's early in your relationship with Jesus, amen? But He wants you to understand that having faith early makes life go like this a little better. Makes it go a little better. And He wants you to learn to have a giving heart and to serve others. That's really all He wants. He wants you to be with Him. He wants you to be with us. And so, as we close, I just want to pray for that generation that's missing. If you're watching right now, you know it's you. You know it. If you're one of my regular church members and you're and you're busy building the kingdom, you're just going, yeah, go Pastor Russ, we appreciate you, we love you. But if you're sitting here and you're feeling, you're listening to this message and you've been tempted a couple times to turn it off, if that's you, just hang on, because I want to pray with you. I want to pray with you because you're part of that missing and lost generation. Okay? So let's pray, and then we're going to say goodbye to each other. How's that? All right, let's pray. Father God, we thank you for this day, and Lord, I just pray for the missing and lost generation. Lord, I know there's certain people that are hearing this, and I know that they know it's them. So Father, I pray that you would just pierce their hearts right now. Stir their hearts to have them come back to you. And Father, I'm not saying they have to come back to this church, but just come back to a church family so that they can help change eternity for someone else. Father, we thank you so much. We love you so much that you're getting us through this horrid time of just being apart from each other. Lord, we pray that you would just continue to strengthen the core of our church and the core of Jesus followers around the globe to use this time to reach out in your name and to share the good news. Father, we pray that as we close today, that if there's one person that needs you, that they will just write in the comments, Jesus, I need you. And then we will get them whatever they need to get them back into the fold. Father, we thank you. We give you all the glory. We thank you for being a great and awesome God. And we ask you bless the rest of our day and our weekend in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Hey, if you prayed that prayer, God bless you. We love you. Put in the comments, Jesus, I need you. Or even just messenger me. How's that? Get on Messenger if you have Messenger, or you can email me. You go to the website, greshamsanctuary.church, and fill out a communication contact form, and just put your information in there and say, hey, you know what? I need to come back to church. You don't have to come back to our church. I'd love for you to come back to our church. But if you're part of that missing and lost generation, God just wants you back part of his family, okay? Hey, God bless you. We hope that we will see you on Sunday at 10:45. Go on to YouTube. There will be an invite also in the Facebook, but you will be on YouTube for virtual church. If you want to join Pastor Brian's 9 a.m. Zoom class, there will be a link to that as well in our Friday, the email that I'll be sending out tonight on MailChimp. Say, God bless you. We hope you're having a great day, and I can't wait to see you guys again in person, okay? We'll see you. Bye.